You know what? Nah. I've had enough. I don't feel like waiting anymore. I'm ready to see y'all, man. I'm ready to be here. I'm tired of waiting. The countdown was taking too damn long. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Early start today. I have things that I am happy about. I have things planned. I got a lot to say. We're gonna play Danganronpa very shortly because we're gonna hop right into the action. We're right at the class trial. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Before we get started, though, I got to get you to appreciate something. Take a look at this wall right here. All right, I spent a lot of time this weekend remodeling this office a little bit. All right, I got a new monitor over here. It's no longer this whack TV I had. I got a fancy new monitor that matches this monitor. All right, I got an external hard drive because I'm running out of room on my computer to store gameplay. But this, I redid the soundproofing. For those of you that may or may not notice, this is much better than it was before. Before it looked poo cheese. This is what it looked like before. I took a before and after picture. So here it is before. You can see all the little weird. You can see all the little weird gaps in there. It's kind of ugly, you know. Like there was some wall shining through. It was very crooked. Basically, what happened is my wall got braces, and I got it looking a little bit nicer. And I took another screenshot of how much better it looks now. This is a small thing, man. It doesn't really matter, but it matters to me, and I'm extremely excited about that. I hope my freaking mic hasn't been muted. My mic has not been muted. Okay, cool. All right, yes, Bench Tower. Well, welcome. Glad you guys are here. Let me read some names out, see who all is in the chat today. We got Wait Wrecker, we got Botaku, name not found. I'm not Aaron. What's going on, Aaron? Good to see you. I saw Quick Sparks in here a second ago. Serpent 9, Sir Boar. We got King Lunch, who says Pain. Oh yeah, Pain is coming. Star Niku. We are at the class trial. Yes, we're about to be there. Ad Meloria. Yes, you are early. That's a good thing. Early bird gets the worm. Who else we got in here? El Perdido, of course. Good to see you. Quick Sparse, of course. The fastest mod in the West. I'm here. That's a good thing. We got, who else? Let's see. Star, Coma 70 say, first time catching the stream. Well, welcome, Coma. So glad you're here. We have a good time on these streams. It's a little bit different than Psychoplay. It's not one of our little, kind of just relaxing talk about psychology. We kind of get wild. We kind of get a little bit wild. We kind of get a little bit crazy. Not Dairy, I promise. We're going to get a Discord at some point. That's the second thing I was going to talk to you about. I did a quick sparse you deserve to be mentioned twice. The Discord. So I have a lot of things planned. However, this particular cycle of play that I'm working on has been taking a lot out of me. Since you're here and you're part of the Bench Tower, I'll give you a little inside scoop. We're doing a personality video again. This is Personality, The Empire Strikes Back. All right, this is the next in the series of personality cycle plays. This one's going to be a lot of fun, although it has been tainted. I think it's just been cursed. I think I've just had really trouble getting this one together. I think it's going to be good. The script is done. I'm working on editing now. It was going to go up this Saturday, but life got in the way. It's probably going to be actually mid next week. It may not go up on a Saturday. So, and then emotes, yes. So we can do emotes. I do have someone who I have mentioned before, someone named Shuizamo Victoria. She's been here on stream. I'm thinking about probably getting out to her because she does art as well. So I was going to get with her and do some emotes, maybe some bench emotes that we can stack in the chat. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And then not found, I'm doing well. I'm doing really well today. I feel good. I'm very tired, but good things are coming. We got a Nintendo Direct coming up from E3. I've already taken that day off, and that's the other thing I want to talk about, is that when E3 gets here, it's a 4-day long event. I am going to be doing a lot of streaming during that time, so there's going to be a lot of extended hours on those days. I'll be here for the Direct. I'll be here for the Treehouse. I'll be here before. I'll be here for pretty much the entire thing. I've already blocked time off. The weekend is already half of E3. I'm going to be doing a ton of streaming, so please come hang out with me. I don't care if I got 3 people in here or 30 or 300. I'm going to be here having a good time, and I hope you are too. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm having some tea. Honestly, man, this tea, this is cranberry blood orange tea. And I don't know, I'm very new to tea, but it's supposed to be really good for your throat, especially when you're reading a lot of lines and stuff, really good for your voice. But I hate it. It tastes like ass. It just has no, I don't know if I need to add sugar or something. It's literally just the tea bag and the water. So maybe I need to do something else to it. If there's any tea drinkers, hot tea drinkers in the chat, I'm happy to, was that a kind of burp? I don't know. Meliora, not Meloria. Okay, gotcha. Ad Meliora. Thank you. I actually appreciate that. Sometimes the usernames, whenever I'm trying to read a lot of names back to back to back, they get a little blurred. They get a little blurred together, and I already have what feels like a speech impediment. I don't know if it's formally one, but I certainly have something. And just El Perdido. I called him Esperdido for the longest damn time. So El Perdido and Ad. Where'd he go? Ad Meliora. That's easy. Meliora. Kara 4667 says, "Hello, anyone else screaming into the void every day? My mind is always screaming into the void." Tony Pony is here as well. Vector Sater, glad you guys are here. We're about to play some Danganronpa. I'm gonna stop talking now. I just had a lot to say, man. There's a lot going on, and I've been playing a lot of Smash, which actually kind of plays into the next video I'm doing, but you'll see how that all goes. Psycho Play very soon is going to be a good one, I hope. It'll be a little bit comedic. It'll be a little bit harrowing. I actually find it kind of harrowing, like some of the stuff that I found out. It's one of those rare times where I'm doing a video, and some of the research I read is almost kind of like depressing, like, oh, damn. Am I screwed? Because again, it's about personality, right? And so it's kind of this vibe of like, ooh, maybe I have kind of a suboptimal personality. But that's just speculation, and that is something that I'll address in the video. So you'll see whenever that time comes. All right, that intro always blasts my eardrums, but we're here. I was just watching Psycho Play, says Madkin. I love the series. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't love the series. It drains my soul. It is very difficult to make, but I am always extremely proud of the product whenever I finish it. And I don't think this next video is going to be an exception. It's going to be long as hell, though. Oh, nice. Take that back, though. We need answers, Daryl. Is this a burp? Oh, I don't know. Let's find out. You want the official ruling whether or not this is a burp? Hang on. Let's find out. We'll call it Danganronpa. Yeah, that was a burp, straight up. That was one of my... That was the equivalent of the sneeze, this like that's still technically legally a sneeze, just like that is still legally a burp. So yes, you can call that a burp. Go ahead and count that in. That's me all the time, suboptimal personality all the time. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have... And again, and I talk about this in the video, I talked about it last time, but your personality is ever shifting. It changes as you experience things. It's pretty established that there is some genetic component to personality. But what I talk about in this video actually is like the brain chemistry of why it does change in a lot of cases, especially in your younger years. If you think you're a person that's really impatient, and if you don't feel good about yourself and you're like 18 or 19, give it time, because believe it or not, a lot of your brain has still yet to develop to the point it should. You'd be surprised how much you mellow out as an adult. But then again, that's when the existential dread really sets in. So it goes back and forth. Oh man. Non-dairy, how many of me can we fit on the screen at one time? Okay, so Genocide Jill is here, not Toko right now. We'll have to wait until she sneezes. What if it happened when she burped too, like me? Like, what if I have an alternate personality that when I burp, I become someone else? The fourth wall Psycho Play, says Stickman. It was a good timing. Oh, that video everyone's watching right now. It went from like 3.8 million views to now it's like sailing above 4. So the YouTube algorithm's like, let's go. The YouTube algorithm's like, do it again. Like. It's just I don't know. It does that. It'll pick up old videos and it'll just refresh their life. It'll give it new life. It'll start the whole career. Let me stop talking. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as they were all there,
Monokuma appears.
the fuck? Do I need to wipe my? Gotta wipe my contacts? He multiplied? Nope, not multiplication. Just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast that it only looks like I'm multiplied. My boy's using double team. Okay, can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? I hate this dude. He's constantly fucking with you, man. He really did copy paste, yeah, straight up. Yes, so for anyone wondering, Tony Pony said he's live every Wednesday. Yeah, every Wednesday if you're new here, if you're just now tuning in, if you haven't been watching the streams, every Wednesday at 4 o'clock CST, roughly. Sometimes I'm like a couple minutes later, early, just depends. Yeah, for real. Can we just get this going, says Kyoko? It's a valid point, Tony Pony. You're not playing along. We're not here to play with you. Okay, fine. Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Daryl Blanky Games. Daryl. If I had a Let's Play channel, I guess it'd be Daryl Plays Games. Okay, then, shall we? Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet. You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're going to pay for your sins. Isn't it weird how streaming kind of killed the Let's Play? Streaming now is the way to go. Why would you ever do a Let's Play anymore? It's obsolete, it feels like. Unless you just don't have the setup. I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious. Yeah, so I don't think Yasuhiro did it. I think he was framed. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? I'm telling you, I think it was Celeste. How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. Star Niku, that's so funny. Yeah, a lot of streams are just Let's Plays. I mean, yeah, it's essentially ascended to its next form, right? It's evolved to a more modern... Because Let's Plays started because we all, you know, we wanted to play a game, but we couldn't buy it, so we watched, you know, Jacksepticeye play it, or whoever played it, or whatever. Tobuscus, back when he played a lot of games.
That's right.
PewDiePie, Game Grumps. Who the hell else used to play like, a lot of games? She's right. Let's get down there first, and the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. Oh, okay. Butaku says, not sure if you saw my message before, Daryl, but how many suffers do we have to redeem for a visit to r/make-me-suffer-more? What? You know what? I tell you what, Butaku. If you specially request it, I will go to r/make-me-suffer-more. If you redeem a suffer and then you specifically request that, then I will go there. But of course, that's a place. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. Damn. Taka had just reinvented himself too, man. For the one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends, the killer is... Oh, I already know. Someone's right there. And it's Celeste. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. The trial will be over in no time. I'm not so sure. Were you listening? Wait till we get to the courtroom to begin your arguing. What you got to say, Kyoko?
Hey.
The story begins when we get down. Well, let's just stop fucking around then. Let's just go ahead and go, man. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. Ah, yes, Happy Pride Month. I forgot about that. Happy Pride Month, everybody. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up to a cruel fate. I paused to work in a joke there, but I was like, we're not going to go that route. When I see all of you gather here together like this, I realize just how few... I was about to say that earlier. I was thinking about this game. I was like, our numbers are thinning. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax. Only because of you. Why are you two making us do such cruel things to each other? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
He's cute in a terrifying way. Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm going to start it. I would never be like... Stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial. He wouldn't pull a Howie Mandel on Deal or No Deal. We'll find out after the break. I would never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. Dude, I'm so excited about this. I really want to know. This game is slowly like just grabbed me and pulled me in so tight, and it's like smothering me. It won't let me go. I have to know. It has been extremely hard to just only play this on stream. And you're damn right I'm going to save right before this. Okay, truth bullets. So let me remember actually. So Hifumi and Taka, right? The blue tarp. So that's right. So we thought there was something about that. I think it was that Hifumi somehow was not pulled on the cart. It was Taka was. And we made basically the whole case that the dolly was found, the body was discovered in the... It was assumed that this is the same doll that went to the crypt room where Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. Right, and then he wiped off his glasses, which would tell me he was still alive. Hammers of all shapes and sizes were missing, right? The door connecting to the art room and the repository was designed to open only from the repository side. According to Hina, it was locked during the research. Right. Pull up was found in the equipment room. Kiyotaka's, so there was tire tracks there, but not. So it was very clear that Hifumi got up, which is why I think he was in on it. And then Celeste was like, I'm going to kill you. I don't know fully why. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Wait, this is the one I gotta see. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. So that would tell me that Celeste would have had time to talk to Hifumi and update him. I don't know. This clearly wasn't his message. Make sure to set skills. I'm glad you said that. Don't know that I know how to do that. Oh, shoot, I have like actual skills here. Oh, it's a list. It's like the items. I was like, these are blank spots, right? The focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time, effective during the non-stop debate and Heime's Gambit. Sure, that's probably good. Meloda's voice increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during bullet time. Okay, maybe. Increases bullet time capacity, effective during bullet time battle. Okay. Cool, we'll only have these three, it looks like. So I'll just equip those and go. That makes it very simple. Opening handbook. Let me go ahead and save it now that I have that equipped. And then we're going to be all set, man. All right, let's get it. I love the class trials because it's fully voiced. And all the voice actors are really good.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
And I don't have to read.
Your votes will determine the results.
Also, let me know if the audio for the game is too loud or anything or too low. I was playing Smash this weekend on stream, which was a very quick and bad stream because I sucked. But I had to measure the audio then, so I'm trying to remember if I have this right.
If you can figure out who
True, Sir Borer. We keep our minds open.
receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides.
Yeah, we know the rules.
We already know who did it.
No, we don't.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place.
See, she's the first one to step up.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
That's right, Morgana. No, I'm not in Elite Smash yet. Several. I've only recently been able to start playing online, actually. But I'm getting better and better. I'm playing a lot. And I'm also going to start playing Guilty Gear Strive when that comes out in a couple days, which that's going to consume a lot of time. But I'm getting into fighting games right now, man. I'm not very good, but I feel my, like, power level rising. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I play for. I don't play to win as much as I'd play to, like, be better than I was yesterday. It's like that scene from Naruto Shippuden when Rock Lee, whatever, we're moving on. I'm not going to do that. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I didn't know anything about it.
You're murdering no murderer.
Oh, okay.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit.
Uh-huh.
Parts we assume were used to build it.
Right.
And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points
But his room's not locked like that.
to the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
Aaron, I'm worried about that too because Smash is a platformer fighter, right? And not like other, not like other arcade style fighters that are very like, it's more about blocking and looking for openings than Smash where openings kind of come from every which angle, right? So it's very different. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the skill for it either, but I'm gonna give it a try because Guilty Gear looks fucking amazing.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
I started playing Ness yesterday, and Ness is kind of fun. Before anything else, we have to make that clear. So we got to figure out Hero first. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Nandari. Celeste is way too, like, we got you pinned.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, so I think this is the message about him leaving the place.
Why did you kill them?
No, Just hold on a
Okay,
second.
I think it was about his room because he wasn't there.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Oh shoot, that's right. I have to like,
The culprit.
there's
I don't know anything about that stuff.
there's two different kind.
Conspiracy.
Okay, that's what it is. Right click to get rid of the little blockers.
Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Star Nico, I totally see that too. Okay, let me read actually and pay attention here. I mean, looking at the blueprints, the handwriting is awfully messy. If I remember right, Hero's handwriting is very different than that.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
Yeah, I don't know about that. When his handwriting. Botaku, that's so true, man. I'm just like, ah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're right. I have to actually fucking focus for a second.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after all
This shit is
3 days.
perfectly written.
The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
I would say.
When you compare it to the blueprints.
God, I love the music in this game. Oh, wait, I gotta play too. I can't dance.
There's no way you could think the same unless that person made it a point to disguise their hand.
Oh, you would say that.
The differences are bigger than that, I say.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think I've tried to change my handwriting.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as that either.
So Makoto, are you saying
No, that's wrong.
Hero's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hero is innocent as well.
How do you do that font, Star Nico? I've seen that around. How do you change up your font like that and just, I mean, anywhere? I've seen it on YouTube. Apparently it's Twitch chat too. How do you do that?
Then who was in that Robo Justice suit?
Oh, I think it, I don't know
Is it
actually.
like Hero said? Was
Well-
there really someone running around in a second suit?
Well, wait a minute. He would have, he's the one that fits it. I was thinking about that just now. I just now realized that like, he was the only one that fits it. So even if he was somehow framed for it, how the fuck did someone else fit in the suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within.
Oh, it's just a link. Text converter. Okay, cool. Thank you, Stranico. I'll just look that up sometime. Text fancy. Sweet.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Of course, he passes off to me.
So, who was in the Robo Justice suit?
Me. The Illuminati. Well, shit, Hero. The one that must have been in the suit. Well, I mean, are we not saying Hero was not it? It wasn't the Illuminati, and Hina. We literally. Hang on a second, y'all. I actually have to take this call. In fact, let me just go ahead and see.
I got it!
Okay. Hang on tight, y'all. I gotta take this call real quick.
I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
All right, sorry, gang. Had to answer that. It was an important phone call. Okay. And we're back. Cool. Getting a call. Ooh. What the fuck is that font? Tell me. There's way too many fun little fonts out there. 68 benches now. We gotta get to 3,400 benches to get to the moon, y'all. So over the next couple of months of me streaming random bullshit, we gotta get to the moon. Someone calculated it last time. I forgot who. I'm gonna go back and check the record and give them credit at some point. But 3,400 benches apparently actually gets us to the moon if you use like an average bench's size. Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found
Nice, 69 benches. Leave it there. Just kidding. No moon. We gotta cap the bench tower right there. Sort of new bench tower next to the 69 bench tower. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. We never found any kind of second suit.
Be no doubt.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hero didn't do it.
It
Yeah.
makes perfect sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit.
Oh
but
God,
he's not
Aaron.
the culprit.
Don't bring up that song. I just got over my trauma from watching Ava. Makes sense. Hero was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is
Why did I reread his line?
that's right. The in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
That is okay. That's, you know what, Kaiba, you make a good point, because we only saw a picture. We can't just assume he was the one that actually did it.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Of course. Before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
So, Sir Bor, you think that oh, Aaron, no, I didn't watch it recently. I watched it like last summer, but it's still stuck with me for this damn long. Sir Bor, so who do you think is the accomplice? Because I was thinking it was Hifumi. I think Hifumi got betrayed by Celeste. That feels twisty enough to be the actual truth.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
Bitch.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Yes, we do. I think that's a good point. Aaron, is it a good show?
It would seem
Everyone says it's a masterpiece, but I don't know, man. Like, it's certainly something I'm glad I watched. We're talking about Evangelion, right? Neon Genesis Evangelion. Iconic anime. I don't know if it's good, but it certainly is something that I'm like, it is certainly something that got a reaction out of me, which means that I am glad I watched it. I don't know that it's brilliant. Maybe it is if you really overanalyze it, but it's one of those things where, like, emotionally, and that's enough for me, right? I don't know if it's good or not, but it certainly was effective. You know what I'm saying?
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yes, I can. I'm totally not talking about Ava. I'm actually focused on this. The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been the things. Okay, so we got a couple different things. We have the dolly, bloodstain. Okay, so the dolly's one of them. Oh, I love it too. I agree with you. Like, I'm incredibly glad I watched it. It's just one of those things where, like, I don't know if I would say it's good. I would just say that it is something you need to see. You know what I'm saying?
A dolly and a tarp.
I feel the same way about Star Wars. I don't feel like Star Wars is that good, but I feel like it's a hell of an experience. Good Will Hunting, good movie. And something you need to experience. You see what I'm saying there?
Let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment
Dr.
room,
Sophie.
and
That's
then
the right
we
reaction.
discovered it in the repository.
I got this fucking mosquito bite on my toe. It itches like hell. Taka's blood. Okay, right.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yes.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
Uh-huh.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
Right.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
But it was gone afterwards, right? Along with his
But when
body.
the body disappeared. Later, when Taka's body reappeared...
Shinji's not a very likable character. That's big facts. He really is just the
So did the dolly.
what we experience everything through.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Why would you bring that up? Why would you?
You are not mistaken.
Maybe I am. Pirate Goddess 420, hello. Glad you're here. Welcome to the stream. The Bench Tower welcomes you.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly
Was it?
made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover
Because you have to
it
follow?
made its way to the equipment room.
Wait, does she have a point here?
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
No.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
You don't take your AutoZone tire hair out of here.
The fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Oh, I'm going to stab a bitch. I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. Maybe I can change your mind. If I could just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Yeah, I need to learn about this. I'm telling you, Sir Boar, like, Celeste is a big part of this. Reloading. Gonna add more ingredient to the recipe. I don't even remember the last mechanics of this. Every time is a tutorial for me. Ammo count. Until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy opponent's statements. Locking and pressing will be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Okay. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function along with the RMB and... Okay. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time. I'm sure I'll figure it out. But if your action difficulty is set to gentle, I should have just put this bitch on gentle. In which case you can ignore everything I just said. Great. You'd think the game could read that I was on gentle mode and just let me go, but I'm not sure I'm on gentle mode. Oh shit, we're on doing this already. Oh shit. Oh, this is this shit again. Dude, I'm getting my ass kicked. I can feel it. Oh, it's back and forth. Dog, I don't think I'm doing this right. You guys have seen me mess this up before. We'd have to like... Oh, right, that's what I gotta do. They just said this. We had a whole thing. Maybe I'm still gonna win this somehow? Come on, reload, bitch, reload. Come on. Don't call me miserable wretch. Even though that's what I am right this second. Come on, man, come on. I'm just spamming. I'm sure I can win this still. Oh shit. God damn it, the stupid bullets. I gotta reload. Oh. How did I win that? There was no skill involved.
Asking for proof that the dolly moved. I have it right here.
Nobody expects much from you anyways. Bitch, what? Okay. AutoZone? Yeah, for real. Now she's AutoZone. I would start fighting her, just pull by the twin tails. Yeah, straight up. Just grab her by the hair and just fucking suplex her as with that. Space to counter the nega time. Oh, okay, I see. That was close. I feel like it was clutch, but also I didn't know what I was doing. I think I understand. It's like you have to do the rhythm game and click at the right time.
When I found the dolly in the repository,
That's right, the bloodstain.
there was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood
I think I just forgot the tab thing.
They moved the body into the repository.
Right, and we have trails.
Proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Take that with your damn snow tread tires.
Well, anyway, that was just something.
And I wanted to like Celeste, but she's just so
Let's get back to
mean.
the main subject.
Yeah. The subject
But, like, not in an
apparently
endearing
didn't
way.
do it. 'Cause
Like
if
a
it's not
cold,
killer robot,
calculated,
then
mean way.
What kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
Rooster King, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Hope everything is well in the Rooster Kingdom with you today.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Oh, please do.
Look back on how the body was transported.
What does he mean by that? That would be kind of cool, Dr. Sophie. I wouldn't honestly have it either, but that would be cool.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Uh-huh.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah.
The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
Yes.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
I'm fine with that.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle,
How'd the robot get down there? It's too
all
big.
you have to do is bend over.
But you can't really do that.
Then you could push the dolly no problem.
Uh-huh.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
Right.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly...
Okay, so he couldn't bend down.
Sorry.
That had to be what it is.
I realize anything.
You'd immediately drop Pac-Man. Dr. Sophie, you're a Pac-Man main? Pac-Man... Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Pac-Man mains give me anxiety. I see Pac-Man on, like, the Smash Online, I'm just like,
And from there, the body was moved to the
oh god.
repository, correct?
This is such a weird character. I never fully understand how to fight it.
Then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly no problem.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body off to the repository.
I'm trying to say he can't.
Accept everything we just said,
What the hell?
then you must realize
What is fast forward again?
whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the
Yeah, man, I feel like Pac-Man mains can, like, talk to electricity. Like, they're a special kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I think I realize anything.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's one of two things. It's either they're going to destroy you, no in between. Control is fast forward. Control, thank you.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
No, it's not Tony Pony. I'm not falling for that again. Frozen Peachy's got my ass one time with that.
Culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
What the... I know what it is. He can't bend down, but, like, what's the text you want me to say? I get it. Is that it? I fuck up? It was a noble effort, Tony. I'll give you that. Uh-huh, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that did happen, Aaron. There's a whole thing. Yes, I want to get another shot.
I refuse to give up yet.
Oh my god. I understand the kind, like, I get it, but what the fuck am I trying to... Yeah, I know that did happen. I closed the whole game, and I was like 30 minutes in, so I had to, like, fast forward through a whole bunch of stuff. Control is fast forward, not Alt F4.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Bend over, was that?
The body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
Oh, I'm not gonna miss this time.
loaded it onto the dolly.
I'm fit to hit him with my Sharingan.
Now, keep in mind that the
Here we go.
dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even
Not this
without a
time.
handle,
Not this time.
all you'd have to do is bend over.
Oh, I'm out of chakra now. Thank you, Botaku. I appreciate that. Because I truly was like, what?
Absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Right.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Hell no.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, what's going on, Trey? Good to see you, man. Trey, did you get this far when you were playing Danganronpa? We're on the third trial right now.
Not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention
Today was my last day of school. I thought you were about to say first last day of school. I was like, wait. Very awesome. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, Power Goddess. I'm sorry I made that complicated, but that's great. It's a good time of year, right? Are you happy that summer's here? Because I sure as hell am.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
Because then you have to look down
You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
with a body on it.
Impossible. Nothing
Uh-uh.
I can say for sure
Ain't happening.
now.
Yeah, congratulations, man. That's fantastic.
If you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to
There-
move the body?
Yeah, there's the Alt F4. that did happen one time. Once it's on, you can never take it off. Hero's not strong enough. You can't take it off by yourself. I think it's you can't take it off by yourself. Yeah, that's it.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option.
That's right. He had a hell of getting it off. That's right. Negative, Captain. You ain't getting it off. That fucker is on there.
True. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Yes, you can't take it off. We got this.
If he could have gotten it off by himself,
Which means Which means he was framed. So now,
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
what if the Robo Justice suit was like a fetish? You know, like, oh, we're gonna have sex tonight, but you got to keep the robot costume on. Could you imagine if you had the wrong button? Could you imagine?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about
See?
the picture that I took?
See, we know about the picture, but that could have been staged. Absolutely, you cut a little hole in the crotch of the Robo suit.
The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Yes, we saw.
Whoever was in that suit is not the culprit. How do you explain that?
I don't know, man. It doesn't even look like he's hurting him. He just looks like he's posing with him. Like, you know, it looks like a prom picture.
Besides, do you remember the now deceased Hifumi
Tiff Tiff.
said?
The things said on the stream surprise me. The things that come out of my mouth, I say them, I'm like, wow, I guess that's out there now. Out into the world. That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's why I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Dog, I don't know. We on some schoolyard bullshit right now.
And the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
See, Hina, don't fall for that.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Dan, talk to him.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
Talk to him, on.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing
Yes,
on one
yes, we should.
viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
They are hypotheticals, Botaku.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Oh, Sir Board, now you see my point of view, right? It makes sense, right? Like, it's all way too coincidental. For that picture to be faked, Hifumi had to be in on it, right? At least in my mind, that's the case, and maybe that's not true. But that makes it's too Cinderella slipper-esque for me, man. It just makes sense, especially since they foreshadowed it early on. Whenever Hifumi went to go get some tea, and then Hifumi was like, "You're not 2D, but I still fucked with that." Like, I'm telling you, that's what happened. That's what's happening here.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this
Yeah, we got to be careful here. We got to actually be true. We got to make sure we get this right.
To find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
And it is money. Again, remember, the stipulation this time is money. If you kill somebody and get away with it, you now get the money. Celeste is a gambler. Bro, I'm telling you, it is so simple.
let's take another look back at
It's almost more simple than whenever Sayaka wrote Leon with her left hand up against the wall. I'm telling you, man, it is her. Can't believe it. I know. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Sir Boar. Kyoko's perfect in every way, and how dare you?
this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
But Kyoko did vanish for a hot minute.
We waited there for quite a
That's
while,
not a plot twist.
but nobody else showed
That
up,
is,
so we went to look for everyone.
that's day one, we knew that. I can see the simps when I look at them. When I place eyes upon them, when I look in the mirror in the morning, I mean, when I see them in public, I know what I'm looking for, man.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
Like I said, I got attacked. Do you think Celeste told, hold on, let's see. I'm murdering because of backstory stuff, Celeste. For real. Celeste, I'm telling you, man, she's on the here's another big, bold guess. I think later on, as this gets discovered and it comes out that she's the one that did it, she's going to have some Kakagiri-esque, like, crazy face where she's like, it was all about the money and like I get off to money. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna be some shit like that. We're gonna see a new picture, JPEG animation, PNG for her. That's gonna be some like wild shit. I promise that's gonna happen. Do you think Celeste? This is Stickman. Says, do you think Celeste told Hifumi he would be saved? I don't think even Hifumi would be okay being an accomplice. I think yes, but honestly, I think he was okay with not being saved because in the last time, with his dying breath, he's dead. With his dying breath, he said it was Hero. He said it was a psychic guy. He said it was dude with crazy hair. He said that with his dying breath. With his dying breath, this man was simping for Celeste. I'm telling you, it was him. He was the accomplice.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Or again, alter ego, the AI that he was in love with, is stolen right now. We don't know where it's at. So maybe Celeste is holding that as ransom and is like, I will take care of your AI girlfriend if you will simply help me with this. And if you ever betray me, she dies too. So maybe he sent for the computer. But the point is, with his dying breath, he was a simp.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
She did, Tony Pony, but I think it's going to be an even crazier one, honestly. All right, Aaron, take care, man. Glad you could drop by. And whenever we do, Aaron, whenever we eventually at some point do, maybe around E3 even, because why not? When we eventually do like an arena Smash where I play Smash with viewers, if that sounds, first of all, that sounds like something you guys would want. If you're going to play Smash with me on stream, if I do an arena thing and let people in one at a time, Aaron, you got to be there because I know you play, and I know there's a couple of these. Dr. Sophie, I believe, is a Pac-Man main. I got to play you. So I got to play some of y'all, man. I got to see who can actually bust some heads in the chat. That's what I got to know. I got to see who in the bench tower is on that level.
As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined
Hell yeah, raccoons.
by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Right.
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. See, she told everyone to go that way.
We decided to split up and search the second floor.
You know what, Dr. Sophie, sometimes that's all you got to be in Smash. You know, sometimes you just have to be in the right place at the right time. Sometimes circumstances just have to fall your way.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Mm-hmm. That was a rather intense scream for some. Again, that was out of character, right? I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking this. Pardon me. Oh, I guess that makes 70 burps. No, we're at benches stacked. There's another burp in there somewhere. So we headed further down to the hallway and disappeared. That got us all to go down there. What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad, but at that time, Hifumi may have killed Taka.
at that point we decided to divide
Or moved him. I don't remember exactly where.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
Right.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi dead.
Dead.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Look at his look at his tiny little leg compared to his body, man. Look at that.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
So when would that have happened? I'm having a hard time piecing all this together.
Both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Exactly like my boy looked like Humpty Dumpty. He's built like Humpty Dumpty.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi.
Hang on, I gotta do something important. I just realized I've never done. Hell yeah.
Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office.
Yeah, 69 got ruined, so I was like, let's just keep going.
But right after we left the physics
But we gotta
lab,
get to 3400. We gotta reach the moon.
we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising. We rushed
She's
back to the
directing this whole thing.
and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment.
And she was out. Oh, you're good, Rooster King. Your heart was in the right place. That's all that matters.
But when we got there, we discovered.
So Hifumi's body went missing first,
Also gone missing.
and then Taka's.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the
She's
repository,
finding everything, man. Like she's
which
directing the
is where we
script.
discovered the corpses.
Kept the Kool-Aid. What's going on, Will? Good to see you, man. You did make it. We are still figuring out who did it. We're pretty sure it's Celeste. My money is on Tirehead over there. And Mohammed says, how are you? Good, Mohammed. I'm doing really well. Hope you're doing well as well. That's a lot of wells. Glad you're here. Welcome to the stream.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
That's because it is,
It
man.
certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Negative.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Yeah, where do we go from here?
A single series of events. I think and
That's
from
a good
there,
point.
We can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Okay.
Now then, let's get started.
Sound thinking.
Beginning with what happened to
Sound
Taka.
thinking for best girl. That's why she's best girl. Contradiction is hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Right. All right, here we go.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Do we?
Taka came last
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Right, but we know that was bullshit.
He was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing.
But he wasn't dead yet.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay, I'm with it now. I know what to do. Pirate Goddess took the words right out of my mouth.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before.
God, I love the
Hifumi,
soundtrack.
Or perhaps it was after.
Right, gotta remember.
We already know what order they were killed in.
No. I'm sorry, Hina. I didn't mean to scare you. Again, I understand.
So, regarding Taka's death,
Control.
I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I hate this game sometimes, man. This is a cool story, but damn, the game pisses me off.
So, regarding Taka, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last. What makes you because of the number?
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice, while Taka's death came from a
See? So it's obvious Taka came
But what the fuck else could it be? You have to remember a mechanic here. Ah. Were they really used? Oh, you know what?
So,
Hang on.
regarding Taka's death,
How do I
I wonder if he died before he
help? Okay. I gotta change bullets. You're right. I think there's a way to do that. Fast forward. I just realized this is all like here. Every time I'm always like. When a character starts in the weak spot, potential collide contradiction. Firing truth bullets. Loading truth bullets. Move the mouse wheel. Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted.
or perhaps
I don't have another one. Okay, so that's not it. Oh yeah, Kyoko's top tier Beibu silencer. You can eliminate white noise with the silencer by pressing the right mouse button. If you successfully eliminate white noise this way, your timer will increase. Kyoko's just level, like she just has so many admirable qualities. If you target a weak spot and can hold down the left quick select. So there's only one truth bullet right now. Weak spots. When a character is talking, some text may appear in yellow. I know that. Fast forward. Concentration. I got that. Focus gauge. What am I missing here? I've already shot the two things. They're not the same. There's a mechanic I'm missing. But I hit them both. The flashback one? Hold down the left mouse button. Okay. You can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet later in the argument. Here, as you use them or switch to a truth bullet. Oh god, this is okay. Would anyone like to just give you boy the answer? You want to just gift me the exam answer right here? I think it's the flashback one. Yeah. Posture check. Thank you, Starnico. I need that. My posture goes out the window when I'm thinking incredibly heavy.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
But did he?
Say that.
Okay, so maybe it was Taka came last?
The numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
I see.
While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So I gotta use something earlier, maybe? Okay, so were they really used in that order? Okay.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
Only absorb the yellow text. Okay, thank you so
I
much.
don't know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
Let's go. Okay. I was just watching in suspense. Like, did I do the thing? Okay, that makes sense.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Yeah, Sir Boar. I mean, it's like, yeah, I understand what they're trying to get me to do. That's the thing. Like, it is a cool idea on paper, right? And maybe it's one of those things that once you know it becomes obvious. But the music makes up for it. I'm fine.
Anything? That's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used.
Exactly.
before, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Shoot everyone.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Taka was killed before Hifumi. So that relates to what time he must have died. Okay. Hangman's Gambit. The time? What the fuck? Okay. I'm just gonna figure this out. Wristwatch. Wristwatch. That's right. Yes. Watch. And H. That's right. His wristwatch. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Now I understand.
Solve a clock, baby. Lunar Wednesday. What's going on? Good to see you, Lunar. Glad you're here. Glad you could join us. We are slowly putting things together. The title of the stream is slowly beginning to get more and more to be potentially the right answer. We're not sure yet, but
It must have gotten
yeah, it is still annoying, Sir Boar. But
by the killer.
you know, I do like the story. I see why people want to watch someone play this game, and not necessarily play it themselves. How long gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock. You know what? Bedtime for little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Exactly. So it wasn't 6 last night. So it was 6 that he was actually killed. Sternico says, also, was it just me? Do you have to repeat all the characters' dialogue like 4 times through all the paths? I don't know. Is that a thing?
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true,
As far as like getting
well before
getting all the backstories?
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
My tea is cold now. I gotta stop eating it. Eating that tea. Drinking that tea.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Which means...
Facts slip past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
it was so perfectly crafted until it wasn't.
That way, if we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Exactly. We got to start over.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Mm-hmm.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's true.
That's right.
I think.
With him,
Oh, it is snacky time. I'll go check. That's how the yell sounded in my mind. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been. Oh, that actually did kind of sound like how I imagine Hifumi sounds. Oh yeah, they got pretzels. These little flat, these little steamroller pretzels. They're super duper flat, and they're super tasty.
when we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
I noticed, Roniga.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That was an Oscar-worthy performance right there. So was my Optimus Prime from last week. Roll out.
Oh, I know. They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
Aang the Man, welcome. Glad you're here. Hello, good to see you. Welcome to the Bench Tower.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock solid out since
Right.
all of us were there together. Clearly, none of us could have killed him.
Except for the fact that he
And it does
did not get killed in that moment.
There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
You mean when he walked off?
He vanished from the nurse's office.
You mean when he moseyed on out?
And were in the bathroom together.
You mean when he said, I'ma head out
Correct?
and left?
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
Oh, I wonder who did that.
That time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Right.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Somehow I feel like, weirdly, this game is not going to allow the serial killer to get a kill. Like, I think she's gonna die next chapter.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
You know what? She's not wrong, but she's also wrong. Because I know what they haven't got to yet.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Flutemeister, what's going on? We missed you too. Well, you're doing well. I'm doing well. I hope everyone else is doing well. Everyone else seems to be doing well. So,
So instead of who,
have a sub
I
thingy?
propose we start talking about how. In particular,
Oh yeah, a sub thingy. Yeah, you have a little card there.
How Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Flutemeister, I think you might have been one of the people that got hit. There was some very nice person who I can't remember their name. Something about Canadian brown wolf or something like that. Brown wolf something. Wolf in the barrel, maybe. I don't know. We have a couple different wolf usernames in the chat. But they came through one day and they gifted 50 subs to people. So I guess you were one of the recipients.
And according to what Celeste said,
Man, that's crazy. They used Rock Smash on that Geodude looking guy. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, for there to...
apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off.
That's what's bullshit. He's too... Like, not to be mean, but my man's too big. He's too thick. It took all that for just Taka to get moved. It took a rolling cart and a tarp to get him moved. There's no way Hifumi's body was moved in a minute.
But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Jarl the Brown Wolf, that's who it was.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Oh, God, Kyoko's so great.
How?
Just,
If the dead body were to move itself.
huh. It's almost like I said that.
The dead body moved on its own?
Y'all know he was still
I don't
alive.
think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead. But
No,
perhaps
no,
in
no.
reality, he was
Demetrius
still
is now
alive.
following. Thank you so much for following, man. Oh, shit. I dropped the controller.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of
For
the
real,
nurse's
Coma
office?
Coma 70C. Coma 70C? 70C? Coma 70C. For real, Coma.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Oh yeah, Flynnmeister E3 is coming and my body is ready. In fact, I'm going to be doing a fuck ton of streaming over the course of those 4 days. I've already taken off work. We're going to be doing a lot of streaming. I don't care if there's 3 people here, 30 people here, 300 people here. I'm going to be here. We're going to have a good time. We may even play some Smash together. We might just sit around and shoot the shit, look at memes, whatever. We're going to be here. If you need someone to hang out with during E3, come hang out with me. Come be part of the bench tower during E3. Because it's all going to be the main event Tuesday when Nintendo drops Breath of the Wild 2. That's my hope. Probably gonna just get a bunch of Splatoon 3, but we're gonna try and watch anyways.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Well, thank you so much, Demetrius. I appreciate that, man.
That it isn't possible.
We are glad to have you here, man. Yes, it's very possible. Yeah, the another God of War trailer would be amazing. Broken Wristwatch.
Saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
Yes.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
See, look at that. She's
And you know
denying.
that how? Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with
That was another thing, man. The body discovery, man.
His dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Okay.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
That's, yeah, I agree with Kyoko there. Right. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, man. It's, this is the first time I've ever played it,
That when we first found Hifumi in the
or any
nurse's
part of the
office,
series, and I do quite enjoy it. The little mini games are a little tough, but the story is really, really interesting and crazy in a good way.
Without a doubt.
It's very out
And you
there.
know that how? Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest
Here we
of
go.
us.
I'm about to use my Byakugan.
Dead body had been found.
No, just fine. You can keep that.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we
Oh, that was the one I was supposed to. Okay, that was the one I was supposed to. This is the one I agree with. Okay, just kidding. I got it. Yeah. I got it.
Are you saying that when we first found
Uh huh.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body was Hifumi's dead
Body had been
No. Ah! God damn it. Okay, no problem. I got it. I know what to do. I just clicked the wrong button because I'm an idiot. Okay.
Are you saying that when we first there's a chance you
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that how? Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's
dead body had been found.
What? I know. I get it. Oh. Brucinius. Hold on, let me pronounce this right. Brucinius. I love Danganronpa's concept, but I feel that the execution was flawed. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, again, it's one of those games you play for the story, but yeah, some of these mechanics are like, eh. Flynnmaster says, here's something interesting about me watching streamers and stream announcements. I don't want to sound rude, but I like hearing the stream audio only. I will watch the reactions later, though. I know exactly what you mean. I have had several times where I'll just put it on the background. I won't even watch. I totally understand.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance you
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Is that the one that I want to do a...
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
Okay, I
discovery.
think I know what it is. I think I have to memory one. I have to do a flashback on one.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovered.
I don't think I got the memory. I think I have to do a flashback on that one.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Okay, and then use it on that. I think that's what I've got to do. Okay, I'm trying not to waste all my hearts.
Intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Right. Okay, so I have to do memory on one.
There's a chance he was actually still.
God damn it. Fucking, oh, this game's so frustrating. This timing shit makes me so angry. I know, like my body knows, but I can't fucking execute because I'm not clutch right now.
Saying that when we first found Hifumi in the
Alright, take your
nurse's
damn
office,
time.
There's a chance he was actually still alive.
No, Daryl, grab the memory. I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sash you, Sakura. I apologize for that. Ah, I didn't mean it. I take it back.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the
The struggle's fucking real right now.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Yes. Yes. Good.
Hifumi was dead,
Good.
without a doubt.
Oh, I'm about to roast them nuts.
How? Surely you heard the body
Oh, you
discovered
better get some salt.
along with the rest of us.
These nuts about to be roasted.
His dead body had been found.
My nuts are very unroasted. I do need some calming milk right now. I don't know the context of that comment. Do you have calming milk carton? Oh, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have my calming milk carton. I just have some pretzels. Okay, whatever. This is so freaking frustrating. I understand. I am ahead of the game. Yes, of course. No, I want the game to end right now.
I refuse to give up yet.
Seven people working on it for 10 months? That's crazy. I didn't know about Ace Attorney games. Everyone loves those games. That's so true, Demetrius. Yeah, it came out, for the time it came out.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
I think that is the one to grab.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, so that's not it. I'm sorry, Kyoko. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that. I apologize. It feels like I am near the end game, but I understood last time that I'm like only halfway through.
Hifumi in the nurse's office,
That's good to know, Demetrius.
chance he was actually still alive?
Okay.
It is impossible.
But did I not do exactly this a second ago?
Without a doubt.
He was actually still alive.
You know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
What the fuck could the combination be? A bit less than half? Yeah, it's a long. I'm sure some of these later chapters get a little bit longer. What the fuck am I supposed to do here, guys?
You saying that when we first found
Hey, last night, what's going on?
Hifumi in the nurse's
Good to see you
office,
last night.
There's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Wristwatch her
Hifumi was dead.
her last line.
And you know that how?
The broken wristwatch.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Dog, I grab Kyoko's statement, but hers is the end. Does it wrap around like that? I thought it had to be all at one time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
There's a chance you...
No.
Grab the last statement.
You know that surely you heard the body, the Hifumi's dead body, and that is why the
Are we really so so sure about that. Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's.
So do I have this loaded now, I guess. Okay, so now okay, I didn't know it could do that. I didn't know it could loop around. I thought it reset every time.
There's a chance
Okay.
he's actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body
We're gonna get this, man. We're gonna progress the plot, damn it.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Thank you. Oh my god. After like 8 different tries, they're like, whoa, you cracked the case.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
You know, if it really was Celeste, she thought of this shit.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Thomas
No, that's wrong.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
Wrong button.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
I would love just one time, instead of no, that's wrong, he would just yell bullshit, like just like really angry. Oh my gosh, food flew out of my mouth. I hope the camera didn't pick that up. Just, bullshit.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Oh, you would like that to be the case, wouldn't you?
Monokuma, any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail.
Y'all are killing me with this. Take that, gotcha.
About the body
Fucking Xenoblade 2, don't forget me. I love bullshit like that gets spammed in games. Or in Persona 5, the whole Valentine's Day debacle when he's like, let me explain. Fucking love that.
It's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Right, we talked about that last time.
Your question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yeah, the logic of it.
It's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. But even if we find the same body again later, if that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Because he wasn't dead yet.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
When both bodies were discovered.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
That's right. Which means one of them wasn't dead until that point. Or one of them hadn't been discovered as dead until that point. Which means the first time we discovered Hifumi, he was not dead. Because Taka was very dead.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Last night, is it, I think I know what figure you're talking about. Is it Junko? So I think I saw it on Twitter the other day, and I was like, I'm not attached to this game like that, but that is a nice figure. That's just my guess.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, being discovered for the first time.
Yes.
So when we found Hifumi the first
He
time,
wasn't dead
he
yet.
wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And
Damn.
that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
The glasses. It's the glasses. His glasses are clean. Who plays her? I have to. I don't want to look it up though for spoilers, but can somebody tell me who's the voice actress is for Genocide Jill? Because I feel like now I'm starting to recognize that voice actress.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Yeah, I think I saw a Monokuma onesie one time, not just the plushie, but I think I saw it.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the
Custom
discovery
figures like
of-
Bunny Kyoko. Demetrius, I like you, man. You came to the right place. You're my kind of chatter, man. See, I haven't played Persona 4, so I don't know who that character is yet. I want to play Persona 4 very soon, but
Alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
yeah. So yeah, you did miss a little bit, Flimeister. So Toko is actually a serial killer. She has dissociative identity disorder, and but it's very specific to when she sneezes, she turns into that serial killer, Genocide Jack, Genocide Jill, as she prefers to be called. But funny enough, she hasn't actually killed anybody just yet.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Mm-hmm.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his
I'm fine with that.
it was in the repository.
Right.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Actually, there was.
Then, was he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I got that. I got it. So yeah, I figured that. Yeah, exactly, Flynn. Just like the Dragon Ball girl, whose name escapes me as well, because she was like only there for Dragon Ball. She's one of those characters that they didn't drag along to Z and just be like a background character. Yeah, I figured Toko did have two VAs though. All right, I don't think I need a memory on this one because I have Hifumi's glasses as the bullet. Gimme, gimme. That's right, boys. That's right, we got it. First try. Just like the other one. First try. Why am I
There was
whispering?
one clear difference between Hifumi and the nurse's office and the repository.
Oh, yes, sir.
His glasses.
Damn Skippy.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Celeste is pissed off. She's like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking figure it out.
In the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
Yeah, I don't get her accent, Dr. Sophie. Like, I want her to read. I still want her to read me a bedtime story, but I don't understand what the accent is.
In the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
That's right. The glasses cleaning cloth. Oh yeah. Maybe that's what it is, Demetrius. Yeah, it's the effort.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
Absolutely.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's,
Dog. It's elementary. I'm Benedict Cumberbatch in this bitch, man. Benedict. I am Sherlock right now. Aaron Fitzgerald. Maybe so, Butaku? Yeah, maybe so.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this.
But then again, Wakaba doesn't have that many lines.
I see your point.
So maybe I wouldn't recognize? I don't know.
People here who wear glasses are.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
And the tears of your enemies.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi. So what I'm saying is, the blood on his glass.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Yeah, for real, why would anyone do that? He had to see.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office.
Hmm.
He pretends to be dead.
I know, right?
Then when he's
Starniku.
alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with
He's
that,
out.
The impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
Now, how did he end up dead?
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Well, that does make me wonder, how did he get bloody in the first place? Have you started near Automata? She voices a character in there as well. That could be it, Otaku. I did start near. I'm only like 6 hours in. I don't know which chapter I'm on. I've actually taken like a week and a half break on it because it got kind of tedious and I had to really hop into production on this next video. But once the video is done, I plan on hopping back in like full steam ahead.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains
That would be
packs
cool,
of blood for
Demetrius.
emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his blood.
That's right, there was blood in that refrigerator, wasn't there?
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
He moved him.
It should be perfectly obvious.
Yes. Fucking Hifumi. Taka himself. They really tried to get you not paying attention. Frozen Peaches, what's going on? What have you missed in the last hour and a half? Basically what the title says, man, like, we're pretty sure at this point that Hifumi and Celeste were working together somehow. She keeps defending, like, she's been the most defensive character here. She keeps trying to take someone else out, and it's getting pretty obvious, man. We've just been going through the exact same evidence we talked about last week.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Yeah, I recognize that name, Johnny Youngbosch.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Wonder how that happened.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
Pretty much, Flynn.
It could only have been Hifumi
Look at her. She's over there just...
crashing Taka's body there.
What are you talking about?
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Now I know that voice actor.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the
Yes,
murders.
he did. Lady Gaga starts going. How does the song go again? Poker face, papa.
Just can't believe it. If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
There's more?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Sir Boar, yeah, that's exactly what's up. Flynn, what do you not know what we're talking about? We're talking about a Lady Gaga song. Is it the Celeste Reflecting? Oh yeah, okay. So if it's that, yeah. There's a just look it up. Or somebody maybe post a link. There's a song by Lady Gaga called Poker Face, and that's just kind of all they're referencing. that's how it goes. The thing Hifumi, oh that's right, Hifumi stole from Taka. It was the note. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper, the note Hifumi had, the thing Hifumi stole from Taka. Could it be?
I got it!
Yes, sir.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Poker face really a skill? Maybe that was something I had to get from Celeste, but too bad she about to die.
Hidden notes?
Oh, what very hidden. I like how Hina is just a spectator. Every time something happens, Hina's like, what? she's so shocked every time. She's the audience here. I miss Mondo.
Yes, his pants.
Oh, that's right. His pantaloons.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what
Why y'all hung up on his pants? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Ooh. Ooh, and what do you know? 6 o'clock was when he was killed.
The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different.
It's so true, I know. Hina has just been a spectator. Oh, Kyoko got a big poker face. I want to see what Kyoko's like, because every character has like their crazy face, where like, you know, usually they're like this or like this, but then they have one where they're like, like they always have some really dramatic. I want to see what Kyoko says. I'm sure we'll find out when she turns on us and fucking kills us or something.
Find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the
I have more faith in her though.
1 a.m.
See, then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
That's true. Makoto's the one we got to project onto. He's got to be the average.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro,
Mm-hmm.
and that person could only have been.
Hifumi's pants.
I got it. That's right.
I shall devour your soul. I mean, what would you want to be at his trousers? Exactly, right?
The killer
Just
used
spare
this
face.
note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
Jill, what are you doing?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Uh-huh.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Wait a minute, you got to elaborate there.
Taka and Huffy is Hifumi.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, for real. It's always like a. That's so true, no, Thank you. There's like one answer that's the right answer, and then there's another answer that's like, if you're not paying attention, you might accidentally pick that. Then there's one that's like the Dallas Cowboys. Like, what the fuck? It's like a created character in a scene, you know? Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. Here comes the boob jokes. Did I miss it? Oh shit. Okay, I got it. Like, broken wristwatch, Hifumi's glasses. Okay, so we got the wristwatch, the glasses, and then the thing. The uh-huh. Oh shit, I don't know.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6.
6 a.m., I believe.
You had to remember Taka, right?
The time doesn't matter.
I mean, for Taka.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
With Taka. Good God! All right, guys, I gotta pour some big brain juice onto this one, man. That's a good point, Sir Boar. Why haven't they tried to take out Makoto? That would make the most sense. He keeps cracking these cases, him and Kyoko. Why do you keep leaving the smart kids alone? Tell me when it said 6 a.m. What happened at 6 a.m.? So let me think about this. So the note said, I have a safe place. Meet me at 6. She's saying it went to Hifumi and not Taka, but Taka had more of the note.
Puppy had the note, right?
Yeah.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
Broken wristwatch.
Time doesn't matter.
It does matter.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
So do I use broken wristwatch on that, maybe? I'm gonna try that.
Puppy had the note, then the person it was must have been Happy.
I kinda like when they do the voices like that.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Dog, it's like I'm a professional gamer. How the fuck did I do that? Oh shit, did someone redeem chat roast Daryl for 90 seconds? All right, well, hey, roast me, man. Let's get it. What are y'all waiting on? You should have started 90 seconds ago. Then we wouldn't have a protagonist. Let's see. Do we start roasting? Yeah, Pearl, go for it. No one said anything yet. Is anyone gonna roast me? Here I am. Look how fucking doofy I look, man. Somebody roast me. You want a better look? Here I am. I have more shit to roast in the background. Look at my beautiful soundproofing that I put up this weekend that actually is smooth and nice again. Look at my stupid stream layout, man. Look how the song is playing even though it's not actually the song that's playing. Look at my dumb monitor. Can you not come up with something? Is this all you've got? What am I doing? Still clear who does a lot of work? Daryl is so dull there's nothing to roast. I give you props for trying. I want something that stings. Daryl, you got a 5 head. That's pretty good, Sir Boar. I'll give you a little credit on that one. That's pretty good. I do have a 5 head. Look at this shit, man. I got caveman head. Look at that. Look how deep sunk my eyes are into my head, man. I got a fucking... This shit goes on 5 ever. He doesn't know about camera flipping? What do you mean I don't know about camera flipping? Stop being desperate. You're just that boring. All right, that one kind of hurt. I don't know why. You can watch wrestling, but you avoid the truth. Like what you watch is fake. You watch lies, poor soul. Oh, I know it's fake. Just like every waifu I've ever had, fake. But it's okay. Just like every waifu you've ever had, fake. And our Nintendo 64 shirt, clinging onto the past. Why does that not surprise me? I absolutely do that. We are roasting. Come on, Will. I know, Will, you got actual spice on me. Will, you know me IRL. You can hit me. Your shirt shows up backwards. That's because I got the camera backwards. Oh, is that what you meant by camera flipping? I purposely wanted it like this. I wanted it mirrored because I wanted the chat, because the chat is like left hanging. I wanted it to be over here. Oh, shit. Eustace Olix Daryl Smells. Y'all stop the presses. You're not going to beat that one. That's the best one. That is easily the most hurt my feelings have ever been. The most progress you've done here is just hide some holes in the wall. That's a sensitive topic though. Why would you say that to me? Why would you, oh man. Damn, that kind of stung. You bad? I am bad. All right, keep it going.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which which is the same time Taka was
Which
murdered.
means...
You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Oh, we have an actual sufferer. It's been a hot minute. What kind of gamer uses earbuds? The kind that doesn't like ear sweat, and the kind that likes to hear himself speak when he talks. I have... Do I have it here? I can't reach it. I have like over ear, you know, gamer headphones. I put that bitch on. I can't hear myself speak. I don't feel like I speak as well. I like minimalist headphones. I was I was roasting, not incinerating. G's. All right. We'll go ahead and take a small suffer and an unsuffer break because they're expensive and I want to respect it. So let's go suffer just right quick. If you're new here, let us enjoy this nice music. If you're new here, we have a thing we do where you can redeem suffer or unsuffer. And basically I go to r/makemesuffer. Ignore the Persona 5 art. I make me suffer. Hold on. Make me suffer. Here we go. Basically, we go here and we do 3 horrible posts. Imagine liking inner ear pain. I don't have that, man. I don't have that at all. That's a good quick sparks. That's very yin and yang. That's got to be it, Sir Bor. I am compensating. Your hairdresser looks at the... Hold on, wait a minute. Your hairdresser looks like he tried for the flat top cut, but then fucked up and went for something the most generic white guy thing in the world. Well, let me tell you something, Frozen Peaches. I am the most generic white guy in the world, all right? So it's spot on. It's exactly what it needs to be. A nice memory for the kids. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, look, it's a... Oh, look, it's a little rodent of some kind. What the fuck's going on? I was like, it's gonna go horribly wrong because it has to. But that kind of hurt my soul, man. Damn. Suki Moonshine, what's going on? Good to see you. It's been a hot minute. I'm glad you're here. We're suffering right now. The first suffer of the day, actually. What the fuck is this? I can't stop laughing. Covered in... I don't know, man. Should we watch this? Good doggy. What the fuck's going on? I saw it at Safe. Cool. What kind of bank is this? I don't see any money. It's just yogurt. Don't. I, you know, I don't even need to see the rest. Okay. All right. Eyesight problem. See a specialist. Bike Spructor. Don't ask. Ooh. My boy got he's got layers on that bitch. Okay. Ow. Now we got a wholesome, which for some reason is not like doesn't automatically come up. r/wholesome. Gotta love this game's music. It brings me to a good place. My grandma's played We Fit every day for over 10 years. 39,000. Damn, grandma. All right, I gotta give props. That is wholesome. Gotta send some love their way. 20 years ago, my dad bought me Final Fantasy VII. Had to tell him I love it so much, and I still love him. Tifa, what is it? Okay. 20 years, still playing this game. I love you, Dad. It's Final Fantasy VII, the first game you bought us on the original PlayStation. Still my favorite game of all time. Awesome. I love you more than you know. I'm proud of you. I still remember beating it the first time, and you were so proud of me. Always great memories, and I'm glad you were part of them. I remember it too, like yesterday. And I did love watching you kick its ass and watching all the fireworks. That's the most wholesome shit, man. I love stuff like that. I love that so much. Just makes you wish you had like a relationship with your dad like that, you know what I mean? Which I have a great relationship with my dad, don't get me wrong, but there are some people that don't, and like everybody deserves that, you know what I'm saying? My first Final Fantasy was 10. I got it from my sister. My sister got it for my birthday because she had played it before. And my mom, being the very hardcore Southern Baptist woman that she was, saw my sister give that to me, and she was like, "Is there demons and devils and stuff in there?" And then my sister Amanda was like, "No, Mom, Final Fantasy is totally innocent." And little did I know it would be one of the greatest fucking games I ever played. To this day, oh, what a fucking amazing game. My That was the first time I ever felt something, man. That was the first time I ever felt something real playing a game, because I was like 13, 12 at the time. Damn. And then the last wholesome here. Let's see. Man in Nebraska orders pizza for his grandma in Florida to make sure she was all right after he couldn't reach her following Hurricane Matthew. Police and the fire couldn't do it. Papa John's got there in 30 minutes, put the cell phone to her ear. Hell yeah. Oh, that's wholesome as hell, man. I love that. Thank you, Quick Sparks. That was a good set of suffers and unsuffers. I quite enjoyed that. Let me check the chat. Suffering has been inflicted, absolutely. Another burp, I guess, at some point happened in there. 50 burps. Still feels nice. I need to get Final Fantasy, but the numbers scare me. Don't worry about that. Just look up like a list of best Final Fantasy. Actually, you want my recommendation? Start with 10 or 7. One of those two. To me, they are simply the best Final Fantasies. Number 1 and number 2. They are reasonable levels of difficulty. And what I mean by that is if I had to rank them in difficulty, I would say that 7 is a little bit harder. 10 is a little bit easier in my mind simply because it is turn-based combat, but there's no timer. 7, if you're not used to the whole like making decisions very quickly, it will stress you out a little bit. You get used to it over time, but for a long time, especially when I was younger, when I've tried to play Final Fantasy X2, which is not nearly as good as the first one, the whole timer system of like waiting for the thing to fill up and hurrying up and doing your move and then moving on, that stressed me out. So if that's a thing for you, start with 10, but 10 and 7 to me are the best ones. I got a friend that swears by 6, 8 and 9 are very good, but to me 10 and 7 are the magnum opuses of that series. Frozen Peaches, there's no shame in that. You can always start anytime. That just means you have something incredible to experience. Will, I just saw your comment. Ooh, baby, get some Neosporin. Let's see. Oh, dude, Jack was such a fucking hard bite. Yeah. Final Fantasy X does have the most demons. My mom was lying. But she didn't need to know that. All right, here we go. We've already proven that using the wristwatch.
Look where the note says to meet.
Right.
The equipment room, right?
Uh-huh.
Just where Taka was killed.
Dog, it's Occam's razor.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that.
Put your tongue back in your mouth, girl. Damn. She really just had to derail everything for a second.
Use that note to trick Taka.
Yeah, so you can do remake, Flimeister. Final Fantasy VII Remake is fantastic. What they do is they take like the first quarter, if even that, of the game, and they basically make it just more than this kind of big escape sequence. They actually blow it up into a full-blown, fleshed-out adventure. And so there's going to be Final Fantasy Remake 2 and 3, and they're going to finish the game. But the original Final Fantasy VII, what takes place in Remake only takes place in like the first little part of the game. And they change a couple little small narrative things, and that's well, I'm not going to get into spoilers, but there's a couple little subtle changes. But no, if you want to this day, I still think it holds up. Maybe not the graphics as much, but the combat, the dialogue, everything else, I still feel like Final Fantasy VII holds up all these years later. It's definitely worth the play because the story is just that good. And it's just honestly fun. The combat's really good. Anyways. How long is it? The original Final Fantasy VII is like 50 to 60 hours, depending on how much you do. You can push it to like 70 if you get all the extra shit, but you don't have to. And then Remake, kind of the same story. You could push it to 50, but you can probably finish it in like 35 hours.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
It's like he was trying to cover up evidence.
Down his pants, no less.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Do you think that Celeste wrote it and he was like, this is the closest I'll ever get to like a woman's hand? They put the...
He stole it?
No, Hornet, they're all Final Fantasies are their own thing. So you can play 10, 7, 3, whatever order you want. There's little like nods to, between them, but they're certainly not chronological. You don't need to play 1. You don't need to play the first 6 to understand 7, etc., etc. They're all their own thing.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Proof that he stole it. No, that's not what I just wanted to read it. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to read it. I pressed the wrong button because I'm a fucking buffoon. Hifumi stole the nude from Taka. We haven't even got to the whole costume thing yet. Oh yeah, that's right. That'll work.
When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his life.
All right, Sir Boar, take care. Glad you could drop by. Enjoyed chit and chatting with you, man. Enjoyed shooting the shit.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Wait, that's just now a revelation? I could tell that just from looking at it.
From Taka's scrap. And
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Which means...
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Right.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small.
That's right, because it was in his hand, wasn't it?
Did I get all that right?
Sakura out here
Hifumi knew
says, I know what's going on too.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Frozen Peaches redeemed. Ask me anything. Ask away, Frozen.
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No, he's not.
Sorry, no.
He's dead now. That's the thing we gotta figure out.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement.
Yep. No, that's for sure.
so then,
Frozen Peaches, you're taking your time. You must be commenting something along. It must be like a very detailed question.
Whoever
Meanwhile, it's gonna be like, who's your waifu?
the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body.
Frozen says, all right, I'm going to be moving soon. Do you have any tips, anything you would recommend doing? That depends on how far. I will say that in recent experience, whenever we moved here, we didn't actually have to, when we moved to this house more specifically, we didn't have to move very far from our last place. It was like a 45-minute drive, and we were kind of going back and forth, remodeling as we went along. So if you can move smaller things along the way, it makes your like final trip a lot easier. Also, make sure to put heavy shit on the bottom of the moving truck and then leave light stuff up top. Also, blankets. Keep all your blankets out and then use that shit. You'll save on, you know, like having to buy other stuff. But all your blankets, don't pack your blankets. Just leave them. All your blankets and towels, just leave that shit, and that's going to protect your stuff in the moving truck. This is a really weird question to ask me. I'm not an expert on this, but I did happen to move recently. And then someone's leaving. All right, last night. Sleep well. Glad you could drop by. And what else? Yeah, that's my advice. Make sure you don't pack away anything super important like a toiletry that you're gonna need.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Damn, Joe, you ain't gotta tackle like that.
Walrus.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. Something that's been bothering me even more.
Good point, Quick Sparse.
And what might that be?
Several large raccoon reading ask will swing away.
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
That is a good question.
Because, I mean, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
Wait,
the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
damn, you make a good point, Hero.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Several large raccoon says, what's your day job? You don't gotta say the name of the company if you don't want. Basically, I manage money. Accountant is not exactly what I do, but yeah, it's a lot of Excel spreadsheets, a lot of emails, a lot of handling important, not, I won't say important people, but like emailing people, making sure that people are taken care of. Basically, it's an accountant, but not exactly. It's like a very specific kind of accountant. And it's boring. It's just an office job in a nutshell. And luckily, I am fortunate enough to do it from home. It's a moving surface. That's how I know all that.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already...
So the question is, how could the... Personally, I haven't a clue.
I bet you don't.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Straight up, Butaki.
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
I did see the Sonic Direct, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting anything, and I think that's why. I actually almost want to play the Sonic Colors remake. Oh shit, here we go. Unsuffer. Okay, I'll do Unsuffer in a second. Spotless Hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
No, I have not, several.
Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How
I don't
did
know.
they witness them carrying it?
That's a good question.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
I don't know about that.
Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Excuse me?
Well, one thing seems pretty clear.
She's on the dark web?
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, so that's...
That's about it.
Shit. No button. I gotta swap to the... Okay.
What was useless?
I'm thinking it was what Hero said. I could be wrong.
One, how was the culprit? How did nobody...
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5. Check out murdergear.com.
Well, one thing seems the murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Thank God. Stop. Hammer time.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer.
Who's getting banned immediately?
It was something completely different.
But, serious?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Yeah, I'll be honest with y'all, man. It's been a long time since I played a Sonic game, but Sonic Colors looked interesting. I've heard enough about Sonic Colors to where people thought it was either that or Sonic Generations. One of those two people thought was like, all right, they thought it was good. It was fine.
All the hammers in the repository.
I want this next one to be amazing though, and I know it won't be, but hey.
But for some reason, one of them
That's right. That's right. That's right.
had been scrubbed clean.
It was used.
Covered in Hifumi's blood. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big
5 on the
ones,
bottom, 5 on the...
small ones.
Yeah, so if there was 5 on top, 5 on bottom, and there's 4 Justice Hammers, there is a 5th one somewhere, right?
And even some flat mallet-like ones.
Tony Floating went to murdergear.com.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for the design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds
Excuse me.
being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Right.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Right.
Hold on a moment. I still think with the way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping...
Yeah, but you
someone
figured that
else
out, didn't you,
become a
Celeste?
killer. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is...
What if you were
simply
bribing?
ridiculous.
What if you had, I mean, blackmailing him? That's exactly right, D. That's right where that bird came from. This one. Spotless Hammer. I don't even think I want this one anymore.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive.
Right.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
Okay. I think that's the one I grabbed from memory.
The rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder. right?
Hmm.
In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Yes, there were. Okay.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person...
Yeah, they were kind of underwhelming.
commits the
But,
murder,
like I said, I wasn't expecting
only
anything.
the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's 1 murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
See, but that's not what I contradict, though. Oh, I know. I gotta grab her memory and okay, I got it. I'm okay. I know what to do now.
Even if more than one person is complicit,
Yeah, they basically put Sonic in like every game. They were like, we got a bunch of Sonic cameos,
can graduate
and there's a new animation. That's cool, right? Like, I mean, it's cool.
holds true. It is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained.
This is really just grabbing Kyoko's statements and throwing them back at Celeste. You're basically arguing.
However, there were 2 murders.
You're basically just taking Kyoko's arguments and arguing with Celeste for her. Is what it feels like. Sonic and Smash.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried, assuming the rule holds true, it is
Let's go. I'm starting to get it, man. As weird as this game's little kind of mechanics for solving this is, I'm beginning to put the pieces
Since
together.
there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than 1 person was involved.
What do you mean?
Yeah, the Sonic collection was pretty damn cool.
If there'd only been 1 murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only 1 person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus
Risk versus
the payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme.
God, you're so smart, Kyoko.
There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to
I just want you to read math equations to me.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people.
All right, Star Nico, take care.
Accomplices to commit
Thank you for being here.
separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't 1 single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like 1 person, a single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies.
I'm over here solving a murder, and you guys are just discussing Sonic in detail in the chat.
Creating 1 seamless set of circumstances
But I kind of like that Sonic is always like a bad game.
behind it all.
The mastermind.
That way, when they actually do drop a good Sonic game, it's going to blow everybody's mind. I want a Sonic Adventure 2 remake, but they fix everything that was wrong with it, which is a lot, but I want them to do it.
And then to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan.
That's just awful!
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still,
Byakuya, man, he would send for every killer in this game. He's so obsessed with this. Oh yeah, Kyoko is ahead of the game, which means which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but as entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Look at his face; he's like, ugh. It's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
Understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
True killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. There's really only 1 person who seems to fit. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's obvious. Look how concerned he is. Chihiro did it.
Here's my answer.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't imagine, Demetrius. Could not imagine. Yeah, another Child Garden would be cool, man. Oh god, I'm just so excited that E3 is here. We missed a year, man, and it's weird how absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Suspicious individual now.
Yes, you are. You've been suspicious since day 1.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
Bitch.
joke?
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go
Relax.
within 10 feet of that
There's the crazy face.
brave, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot.
Oh, she kind of broke her accent there. She got so upset. Do you hear that? That was interesting. Also, what is your finger thing, ma'am? Can I ask you why you have a... And can your face on the left stop spasming in there for a second?
Pardon-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that so?
Oh, there
It
is.
is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common so far.
Encountering the suspicious individual.
I got it. The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious.
You were the only ones telling us about it.
Were actually
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Bitch, I'm on your side. How
As he
dare
said,
you,
only
Budget
Celeste
Kaiba?
and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Shut your pathetic mouth, Yugi. I'm solving this case.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual.
Real tough guy, right, Flynn? The... My father's dick has no pathetic mouth, Kaiba.
Not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow. Exactly, she was sending us on a wild goose chase.
Floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Uh-huh.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when
Uh-huh.
we all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Exactly, that was a weird scream. I saw him, he was there. All diversion, so
Once she'd
Hifumi could
done her
leave.
job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
You know, Flynn Master, you're right. You could say that. You got the right age. And you can be genuine. You don't have to be a joke about it. What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups.
You
So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
you know it's obvious when Hina's figuring it out.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah, Frozen Peaches. I did get to the scene. Everyone's talking. I did get to that scene. I did not actually get to see it because I didn't have the correct item. But it was just your basic like fan service hot springs, not hot springs, but your fan service bath time scene or whatever, where you get to go pee on the girls. Haha, it's a very big anime trope. I wasn't interested in doing that at the time because it would have involved save scumming and going back and doing all that. But I did later look up the image. Avoided spoilers, but looked up the image and yeah. That's an image that exists in the game that I didn't look at for that long. In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed we split up. Let me just open Google for a moment. Hina does her best. Oh, Hina's great, but you have to poke fun, right? Because the entire time she's been, what? I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Oh yeah. Look, she's like, fuck.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Was not the best acted scream.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was your way of telling him we are on the third floor. Everything
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing.
Oh, it's all starting to come together.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
She finna snap.
who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
It really is, Vector Sater. This thing constantly. It feels like I'm watching a telenovela. The way these plot twists come left and right and how ridiculous they are, I fucking love it. It's great. They don't imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
That's right.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our
Uh-huh.
minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. thing was one big act.
That's right, Morgana.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
Who takes someone to the bathroom at that age?
Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself.
Look at her, she's pissed.
Start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
All right, what you got to say about it, Tirehead?
No idea what you mean.
Come on, AutoZone.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
What you got, Frilly AutoZone?
Did I?
Well, you kind of wonder that, right? Like, who would have checked his pulse, you know?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
Talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. That is out of character. She's not like that. She's always enjoying the shit like Byakuya is. But that's for some reason now she's really disturbed by this. We're all going to die. See, I thought it was like because she got hit earlier and like it turned her into like, oh, I'm actually in trouble here.
I remember her saying that too.
That is one thing I really got to give credit on this game about, man.
Understand what's so strange about
They're good at the little subtle shit.
Then pay attention.
That's not a clue on the case, actually. It's just something in there that they snuck in.
In the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make
Oh yeah. Oh, you're in trouble, Celeste.
Celeste. Everyone's having some trouble understanding. If you're really not
Wait, Re-Wrecker, it's okay. I'm kind of faking it a little bit. I had a feeling that this was the case from the beginning, and I'm just kind of riding it along. Like, yep, that actually confirms exactly what I thought. Here we go. What's my truth bullet? Monokuma file number 3. I don't even remember what that says.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
Maybe I gotta grab that?
Positively elated. We are all going to die here.
No, we're not.
We are going to die, just like those guys died.
Those guys.
That is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious.
Because
What's so strange about Celeste's comment?
I know exactly what it is. Those guys. Exactly. Yes.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
Ah, shit. I gotta swap between the controller and the mouse every time I do this.
strange about Celeste's comment.
Yeah, straight up. We only knew about the one thing.
They must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
Okay, so I guess I gotta grab a memory. God damn it, I understand. I see those guys, yeah.
All I said was, they must really be.
I am sad to see Celeste is gonna go. She's kind of a cool character.
The sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be.
Us. I think it's us.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys.
God damn it, which one? I understand. I get it. But what do you want from me, though?
All I
It's
said
not the Monokuma file. It's not us.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing. They must be positively. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
What the fuck is it? I get it. Oh, god damn it, Makoto. You and your dumb hair.
All I said was, they must really enjoy.
Let me watch the whole damn thing again.
They must be. We are all going to.
All doesn't. Those guys.
That is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange
So
about
str-
Celeste's comment?
Okay, so I gotta grab his So Strange specifically and then go do it. Okay, I gotta loop it back. Hate to leave at this point. Joseph Pickles, no worries, man. Glad you could be here.
Standing around, frightened and
Gotta watch your Knicks. I get it, man. I get it. Hope they win. I don't follow basketball like that, but I do hope your team wins, dog.
that is all I
It makes for a better evening.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Oh, Daddy knows what was strange.
All I said was,
They must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. Just like
Get out of here, man. Let's go.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
Uh-huh.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. See, I just thought she meant like people in the past, you know, I think in that moment. It didn't even...
We didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment.
But that does mean...
So how did you
Well,
know,
right, because
Celeste?
Taka died earlier.
How did you know more than one person had been killed? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Oh, shit. We might have cracked her.
you all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Oh, that's easy.
How do you explain this picture of the
We do have to debunk it, though.
It has to be some kind of
Them
setup,
dudes.
right?
You better watch out for them guys and those dudes.
So let's put the suit on. And
Have you so quickly forgotten?
Right, he had to fit in.
Happened to- In other words, it is if everything I told you was a lie. Simple.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Exactly.
What could you possibly
Send dudes.
Surely there are
I think you know
other
exactly what we mean,
explanations
Celeste.
than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Oh, but there is. You and your fancy ass tie. That's a nice tie. I've never actually taken a hard look at that. That's a nice fucking tie right there. Good God, look at that tie. I want that tie. Prom picture. The only other possibility is Hifumi dragging the suspect away. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Have been drinking. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
I got it.
Yeah, right, right.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi.
Dude, the
away.
tie is best girl. We had it wrong all along.
I would say it's a picture of Hifumi
Her fashion
dragging the
sense
suspect away.
is the best thing about this game. Ooh.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
That does make sense. Now that I look at it, it does look like he could totally just be dragging him like this.
We've simply
Oh, of course they're dancing.
That it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only
And that would explain if he was, like, unconscious.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation.
Also, guys, don't let me forget. I think there is a
suspicious.
I think there's an unsuffer I need to redeem. So make sure I don't miss that.
that's what happened. You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this.
Frozen Peaches. Maybe you're right.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Okay. Explain.
Who was dragging him away?
Robo job. Absolutely.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely. Just cut a little hole. Keep the suit on.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Talk to him,
Shut
Kyoko.
your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Dog, I kind of want to see him fight. I kind of want to see him box. Here we go, another one of these. Make your arguments. Robo Justice costume, the message, the Justice Blueprints. Okay.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Yes.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Yes, I agree with that.
Like I said, ridiculous.
She's running
You
out.
can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
Uh-huh.
there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
Not helping. Okay. What am I... Hina said, she said that you couldn't bend at the waist. That's right. Okay.
Me up in that suit after I passed out.
Costume.
Dragged me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make
The
me look
costume, the
bad.
costume.
Like I said, ridiculous.
As you can see in the picture,
If the person inside the suit wasn't there's no way they could stand up straight.
Let's go. Let's go. No, that's wrong.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like
Oh yeah, you're not bending.
because that Robo Justice suit had a certain
You're not touching your toes. You're not picking up anything off the floor. You're not bending over to take it up. Nah, bro. You totally get bent over the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right. They totally
Frozen Peaches, I know you're just trolling, but I really hope that's true.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, there it is. There's her tilted. I knew it was coming, man.
West and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hero into it.
Yup.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Brilliantly done, except we figured it out. And it was ridiculous.
Whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Ooh.
Well then, I
Looks like your tower tire is about to fall over. Tire tower. Oh, she didn't like that word. He did need some pinholes to breathe, and who doesn't breathe through their dick? Oh, she finna lose it. Look how the camera tilting.
don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
There it is. There it is. And when she speaks like that, I recognize that voice actor too. I recognize all of them, man. It's the same like 10 people they use in every anime and anime game.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Wait, does she actually have a fake accent?
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
But this was simply him simping. And we lost her. Straight up coma. Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hatakure!
Wait. I think I actually know who that is. Actually, that line, I think it was the girl that played. Is it Erica Mendez, maybe? That she played in Kill la Kill as Sasuke's sister, the main character whose name I cannot remember. Was it also Kyoko? I feel like it was a K. I don't remember. It's been a hot minute. I haven't watched Kill la Kill in a long time.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Well, that is a really, really specific threat. Ryuko, yes. Matoi, yes. Look, man, I'm gonna be real with you, Dr. Sophie. This has been fun enough. I may not stream it, but I definitely want to give the other Danganronpas a chance. Especially if this one concludes in a very satisfying way.
How Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last names. He said for serious a lot, he gave everyone nicknames. Did he say last names? I think he said last names. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Is it really? Because everyone just talks about one.
He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Nayagi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did
That's right.
say Hiro's name,
He would have said that.
Sure, it was just
Oh shit, Celeste, you might have just lost your last
his
fucking
first name.
juice in this argument. Especially if it concludes in a satisfying way. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be fucked, but it could still be satisfying.
Indecent?
don't talk.
random chance. Now is
Fucking
that
Joe.
a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal, but he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
Two is pretty solid, but it requires one to feel that way. Interesting, Factor Sater.
So Hifumi was trying to
I'll
tell us
I'll
that
probably end up playing it because why not?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Oh, damn.
What did you just say?
That's right.
To think.
She was like, I insist you fucking call me Celeste.
So far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on. Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
What if that is her last name? Here I was thinking that he was defending her or the AI to his death.
Well, do I?
Dog. this frame kills me. What is it? Someone said something I wanted to read. First rule of Danganronpa is never get attached to a character. I don't know. That's kind of half the fun for me. I kind of want to get attached so my heart gets broken. It happened with Sayaka immediately. I was like, Sayaka's cool.
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Celeste, you done.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
I bet Monokuma would tell us.
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up. My real name is Celeste.
Ludenberg, she told us that.
Would you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Okay. What do I need to do here? Spyless Hammer, Yasuhiro's message. E-handbook. E-handbook.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
Okay.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
Well, maybe she's faking her accent and her name.
my name is...
Rumpelstiltskin.
You Ludenberg, God damn it!
That is not her real name. That is not her real accent.
Pretending.
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Do I just use the handbook there?
truth there is.
Okay, it's got to be that. I mean, the e-handbook has to have her name on file, right? Yeah, okay, it is that. Yeah, it is that.
Hifumi was
I love the random text we're getting shit in. This has been a fun chapter, man. You hear the fast shit. Okay, I fast forwarded past it. But listen when she says, "Leslie Ludenberg, goddamn it, fast forwarded."
You wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times I'm Celestia Ludenberg.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending.
Uh-huh.
Since you have no way to contradict me,
Let's get it. Oh, we have a way. I got your I got your driver's license right here, bitch. It's game over. I got you dead to rights. You're done. You're smoked. You're cooked. You're fucking being put in the oven, bitch. You're done.
What? Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when
Can
it
I-
boots up, right?
Can I get a Celestia Ludenberg, goddammit, in the chat from everybody?
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Oh yeah. It's game over. There's a VR game? When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It also has many more uses than that.
So
That was
all
way
we have
back.
to do is check her handbook. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's right.
that's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Monokuma, help us out.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
Yes,
Please,
explain.
just tell us.
Just come clean. I don't even want to do the comic, man. Just tell me.
When I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
So long, gay bastard.
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again.
We got it.
Bring everything to an end.
Oh, you're done, son. I'm taking the Yu-Gi-Oh pose. You about to activate my trap card? Okay, here we go. All right, here it is. So, what is this here? In this case, how the killer recruited their accomplice. Was it seduction? Good question. What the fuck? That's from the last case. Was it? I bet it was seduction. I'm gonna go with seduction. I thought it was the whole AI thing, but maybe not. What time did the victim call the callers to the room? If I fuck up, let me know. 6 o'clock, right? Yeah. 6. 1. Okay. I don't think his face can get... Oh my god, I didn't even look at his face, dude. Look at his face. Look at that. That's a face. That's a face only a mother could love. Look at that. Oh my god. That's the fucking... That's the Peter Griffin stuck in orgasm face. Act 2. Okay, so... Big Britain... Yeah, straight up. Okay, so there's Celeste, right? He's simping for her, right? I think. Maybe. I don't know what else it could be. Like, what else could... There's nothing else that fits. It wouldn't be food. Why would that even make sense? Okay, we're gonna move on. 6. All right, so he meets... They drug him, right? What is this? Who was the killer summoned first? Who was it that the killer summoned first? It was Taka, right? No, it was Yasuhiro, so he could get the picture, right? Right? I thought it was Taka first. I guess it was Yasuhiro. That's fine. He's like, what the fuck, man? Why is it so early? And they took him out, right? Okay. Yeah, the art style is pretty interesting for sure. I'm a big fan. So that he's there. What's up? Oh, they took him out. Okay, cool. Now they put the armor on him. He becomes Optimus Prime. And my boy goes full Ultra Magnus. Then what do they do here? They knocked him out and they stuffed him in robot, and then they used a certain item to do it. Great. Took a picture of him being carried. The face here. Someone captured the "You done" speech. Several large records. What time was Taka supposed to head to the equipment room? What time was Taka supposed to head to the equipment room? Taka was supposed to head to the equipment room at 6, which means I have this wrong. So I need to go back. Taka actually goes there at 6 because he's killed at 6, which is this o'clock, not the other o'clock. Oh yeah, already here, Freaky. Freaky with style. Freak with style. You don't really have a Y in there, but I just added it. Freaky with style. Freak with style. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. They called him in there late at night, right? They sedated him. Then here we come, and then Taka says it's 6 o'clock. All right, I'm here. Cool. Hifumi bludgeons a man. He did. I like how actually after he died, he no longer had white hair. So it's like he dropped out of his little Super Saiyan form. The Justice Hammer that was used to kill Taka, what number was it? Justice Hammer 4, I guess, right? 4, yeah. Because they want it to seem as though he was the last one. Act 4, here we go. The camera. Shows the camera. We see that that happened, right? Okay. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the evidence of a shadowy criminal. What? To fake the evidence of a shadowy criminal. What? That's from earlier. Is it Justice Hammer 3? Hold on. I guess it would have been 3, right? Because it was 3 that killed him. I forgot what 2 was. God, that bothers me. I'm not quite sure about that. Nurse's office. Then he walks in. They're like, what the fuck? Wait, let me back up. Let me back up real quick. They used 4 first because they wanted it to seem like he was killed last. There's no other Justice Hammers to be used here. And this was... Hifumi used something to fake the evidence of a shadowy criminal. Justice Hammer 3. But was it 2? I don't know, we'll come back. It'll make more sense as we go along, I'm sure. Nurse's office. He found the blood. He got it all over himself. He fucking made the whole thing a scene. Which Justice Hammer was in the nurse's office when Hifumi was pretending to be dead. That must have been 3. That must have been 3. And then it was a Justice Hammer over here. I'm gonna assume that's right. Oh my god, he's dead. And then of course Toko was there and discovered with us. Not Toko. Celeste was there and discovered with us. Then we discovered that. Cool, Act 6. He comes in here. He's got Taka rolled up. If you use something to move Taka's body, use the rolling thingy. He used the poster to move him. Where is it? Right, where is it? Wait, Justice Hammer 2 is in here too. Just kidding. Wait. 2 was used here. I didn't know we had 2 here. Okay, so 2 is used here. 3 was here. Okay, imagine Monokuma accidentally executing Toko simply because Daryl misspoke. Right. Toko got it. Pfft, no. It comes in here. So something to move Taka's body. It wasn't a bag of chips. It was the dolly. Oh, it was okay. It was the cart. I gotta go back here. It was the cart. So the cart is what we need. And I was wondering what the hell that was, but now that I'm actually seeing the other drawings, I see what that actually is. What the hell is happening? In this case, how'd the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? That face, that face tells me it was more than likely seduction. But I don't understand what this picture is. I thought it was the AI. Whatever. I'm just gonna assume he was seduced by her. That's what I'm thinking. It's Hifumi's ugly face. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Then we come back this way, and then we have this part, which was something to move Taka's body. That was him pushing this. We come this way. He unrolls him. All right, and then Celeste is like, "Cool, good job. You dead." Knocks him out. There he is, bloody. The weapon the killer used to murder Hifumi, what was it? That was the other one. That was this one. Dude, I got it. It's done. It's game over. You finished. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da.
The killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
And that was Hifumi.
Within a
So that was 1 o'clock. Yasuhiro shows up.
convince someone
And then there he was.
that
Right?
someone, the murderous duo,
And they put his knocked out body in the suit. They really had a master scheme, didn't they? Made that happen.
while the killer used a digital, they did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
It's a garage sale and not for bodily use. What? Virtual toilet does not actually satisfy your bodily needs. Why are we talking about a virtual toilet? What the fuck is going on in chat right now?
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Boom. It all makes sense.
And then finally, they called Taka.
Here comes Taka. They knock him out. He gets Taken out. Okay. Ah, damn. My boy Taka. I feel so bad for him.
Hifumi killed him. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4.
Damn, look at Hifumi's
Right
shoes.
there in the equipment room.
Got some nice kicks there.
Hammer number 4 was used to create confusion about the
I know, Koma. What the hell's going on?
So,
Tell me I got this part right.
first fake there, the killers wanted us to see. They wanted to make sure the second fake incident
Was
this time with
Justice Hammer 2. I got it right. All right, I'm going to skip this because I got it. I understand fully. I want to see the fallout from this is what I want to see.
while we did that, we left you. This was exactly
He covers himself up. I feel like it's obvious at this point. I mean, good God.
he let out.
Hifumi is talented when it comes to creating his own otaku stuff. Yeah, that's his skill, right? He's like the #1 otaku. Or is he an artist too? I don't remember if he was a manga artist too. He was one.
Naturally assumed it.
Is online posting for free toilet? I'm asking if I should get it for living room decor. Oh, free style. That's an excellent question. If you have to ask that,
And made his escape.
a question like that, the best place obviously to ask that is here, in the bench tower chat,
When we learned his body had disappeared
because we're not gonna steer you wrong there.
to the nurse's office, and once
The answer is obviously yes.
Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for.
To celebrate your trash taste and streamers that you're watching right now.
He left Taka's body in a tarp. That explains how each of the
And this is the sad part.
even Hifumi didn't know what
She really Joker Dark Knighted him in the first scene there.
the plan all along was to kill Hifumi, and they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer. From that should cover everything that happened in this case.
And it's Toko. I'm not Toko. Fucking, I keep saying Toko. And it's Celeste. Oh, I had to do it, Botaku. I had to roast myself. Yeah, well, let me down, man. Some of them hit a little bit. But what I'm really looking forward there is to laugh whenever I get roasted. I want somebody to crack me up. But instead, my feelings just got hurt.
Lost?
Oh, you lost.
I lost?
Oh, you lost.
When was the last time I was forced to such words?
Just a second ago, you said it twice.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
I know, Hifumi actually did impress me. That he went that far.
Trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
The accent is fake.
Yasuhiro is fine.
Keiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
She knows she's about to die.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Wow, all this time. So it really was a fake Russian accent of sorts. Yeah, I didn't feel like we did that well, but that's fine. I don't really care. We progressed the story. r/roast me is a thing. Have I tried that? No, it's not the same. When it comes from y'all, it means more. Yeah, Hifumi did graduate from 2D.
Or, no.
Damn, she just admitted she lost.
I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Damn,
It
dude.
is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
It is wholesome. You're right, Stickman.
And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You're good, freak. I'm glad you did. That's the kind of turmoil I want in this chat. Oh, God. Oh, it's like what's this death going to be like? Oh, no. Celeste, I'm sorry to see you go. You were a fun character. You were a fun character. I wish I got to know you better. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. My controller disconnected. I got to retry it again. I was using my mouse all that time. The Blackened this time, it truly was a killer who devised the whole stinking scheme. It was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro. Right.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
You really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty, don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use, I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. And so did I, the AI. I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning her by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Oh yeah, she is talking about Alter Ego. What are you talking about? Monokuma actually doesn't know. Don't interrupt, we're in the middle of a very important conversation here. Damn. Fucking Kyoko put Monokuma in his place. Oh, Frozen Peaches, no. You're exactly the type of people, you're exactly the type of person I want in this chat, man. Thank you for being a part of the bench tower. Thank you for being a part of the tower. Rolling up for laughing 3009 where you need to ask me anything. Hit me up. What you got? What's your question?
in other words,
You're the one who stole it? That's right.
I see.
Is this the first girl that's gonna die? Well, I'll take it back. Just kidding. Other girls have died. It's just the most recent ones have all been guys. He paid. Any plans for doing school mode once more for character backstory? Maybe. I mean, I heard that is a thing, so maybe.
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. Is it about? It was about what's stolen. I know who did it.
are you okay?
It was Taka. He stole it,
So,
and I have proof. Would you like to see it? Turns out I found use for the digital camera. I'd taken what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I leave the pictures as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course. Okay, so I knew it. He used Alter Ego.
Say
Got it. Please forgive me. He threatened me. He did. He came to me last night unannounced, and then it was hard for me to even say he abused me. This twisted bitch, man. Damn. I'm sorry for the language, but damn. He took pictures. He said, but also smart, very smart. He said that if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. So basically, Hifumi was acting the right. He was attacking Taka because he thought Taka was public enemy number one. I mean, I knew he got a little crazy, but I never imagined he'd go that far. Her hair is a metaphor for her character. I can't imagine how completely he bought in. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. Oh my god, this is crazy, dude. This part is always where it gets really real.
Actually,
He planned to make you his target. Basically, just really stacked it up against him. Also, he can keep her to himself. Oh, you're kidding me. Damn, she played him like a fiddle.
honestly,
Celeste first says that she didn't have to lie and then describes how she lied to Hifumi's face. Exactly. Nah, man.
I will save her!
Hifumi was a real one after all this time. Then she had a plan. And with that, it's complete. Oh, nothing. And then she got his ass. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that had an item on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even as love as twisted as that can still seem to drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me. Kind of me too. I still want you to read me a bedtime story with that accent, though. I have another question for you. What was that strange costume Hifumi's creation? Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was to make something to hide his face and general body size. I had no idea he'd come up with something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place. You know what? Yeah, I'm with you, Tony. Hifumi has completely redeemed himself in my eyes. Hifumi, you a real one, man.
let's see.
So I'm glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. I'm gonna say he didn't mess up your plan, really. Damn. When you were expecting to plan, how did you explain the part about him playing dead?
Are you okay?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, when someone showed up, I told him to say he's been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that. I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have been an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end,
So you planned to kill him all along, right? But of course, right. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up being dead himself. She was just playing the game, man. She was doing everything she could to win.
About that.
Yeah, straight up frozen peaches. I feel the same way.
Why?
Then what made you take things this far? Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our life began here, my only thought has been escape. Well, how long have you been saying how we have to accept living here?
You little bitch.
Obviously, that was a lie. She's just playing Danganronpa. She's playing Jumanji, man. I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch.
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a more metaphorical killing.
For me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
wonderful.
To live in a European castle. She really did just want to be European really bad. That was the whole accent and everything. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as butlers. Dude, how badly do you want to be one of those guys? I can see it in your eyes, right? You're watching this like, I want to be one of those men. I want to go make, that's the chat right there. I want to go make them dress up as vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I attained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic little world of decadence.
Fine.
Living the rest of my life there is my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. All right, Celeste, whatever you need, man. Demetrius is like, nope. I got you right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I? You sound so passionate, but You were really able to escape, able to kill your dreams, your friends for it? With Daryl caught me. I was like, somebody. Flynn Meister, I'm not a waifu person. That's fine. You don't, even if you're not. Even if you are, you don't have to say it. We get it, it's fine. What you do in your own time is your business. Or what you don't do in your time is your business. You asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrifices other than my own needs. I feel nothing. That's all there is to me, what makes me complete. I guess so. Celeste was simpling for Europe. Flipmaster, I believe you. It's all good. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unraveled, and I take that with pride in that. Even to the grave, she's gonna be like, I'm not scared. She's gonna keep her poker face right to the very end. I can even feel my own emotions. The subconscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared? That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then I think I'd like to come back as Marie Antoinette. That's fair. You just get executed again. Free time events. Yeah, I was about to say, her FTEs are fun. I think I did like 2 of them. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her. All done? Let's get rolling.
Now then, let's give it everything.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
That must be where...
Give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again in another life.
Damn. She's so calm about it. Here we go.
Ooh, oh, I don't like this. This is bad.
Well, what's going to happen to you? She's just going to get hanged? How did Marie Antoinette die? Maybe she died the same way? These death scenes are so weirdly well animated. Oh, she's gonna burn at the stake? Excuse me? Here we go. Celeste, it's been fun. It has been fun. I wish I knew you better, but also kind of don't wish I knew you better. Still would take you up on the bedtime story. It's about to get bad. It's about to get bad. Can't be worse than... Yeah, I know. I was going to say, Mondo's death is by far the worst one so far. Burn the witch. Well, this is weirdly kind of peaceful. Oh, she's sweating. Oh, she's sweating a lot. What the fuck? What the fuck? She's gonna get hit with a truck? The firefighters are like, did we get the fire? Is everyone okay? What a swerve. She didn't even die from the fire. Yeah, for real. Who told us it was going to be that simple? The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point, I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free their regrets from outside world and more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth truck. I need one more syllable there, but that was a good Flimmeister. 8 deaths so far. God, it's been 8? Holy shit.
Let me out of here.
Do you guys believe in hope? I believe. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. And it's sad, yes it is, but in reality, it just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How are you guys going to keep us from going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people giving me that. Give it a rest already. So anyways, Kyoko, did Did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste? Oh shit, we gotta keep the secret. So what's the deal with that? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you.
What did you do? What did you do to me? What?
Ooh.
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? What does he mean? I don't like the implications of this. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean? Things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time we get out of here. What the fuck? Do they got something going on? Are they meeting up on the down low? Where was she all this time? Kyoko, you're scaring me. I wanted to like you, but this is starting to scare me. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later.
She feels invaded. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma really already mentioned it, but what's that key Celeste gave you? Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. Spear of Gunganir. Was it that kind? Junko's was pretty brutal, that's true. Did he give her his Spear of Gunganir? Is that what happened to you, Kyoko? Is it the... Did he give you some despair? Is the key to one of the dressing room lockers. That means Celeste probably hid it in there. I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what was right beneath your nose. Well, then we better go check. Good idea. We left our courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to be alone from here. I'm going on alone from here. Everyone else had to the dining hall. I'll check back in with you later. Why are you going alone?
so
Do you even have to ask? As she poked, she quickly glanced at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I meant. Why you? There's still a risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Maybe so, Frozen Peaches. That's an interesting theory.
Goodbye.
Yeah, for real. We better stop arguing. Thank you, Byakuya. And it's up to you now.
Yo,
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Cool. Oh, that's right. You know what's happening, Hina. Straight up. Does that mean what I think? Oh, it's exactly what it means. It's exactly what it means. Girls like your total pushovers when you show a little background. I tried to forget what Hina said. Hina was like, "Don't waste your shot." I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed into the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
shall we go?
Yes, let's go, please. Okay.
So then,
We need to get to this locker. All right, guys. So I'm actually going to stick a pin in here. I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger. Something's in that. Don't know what it is. Something is in there. And we're going to find out next time on the next stream. I got to go. I have to pee really bad. And I have some plans this evening. So I'm going to wrap it up pretty early. But it's been a real one. It's been fun. I'm going to save one more time because saving once is never okay. Cool. Cliffhanger. What's in the locker? What's Kyoko got to say? We're gonna get some more information next time. I like leaving it on cliffhangers, kinda. It's kind of fun doing it that way. It gives you a reason to immediately tune in next time. So, but yeah, it was a good time today, wasn't it, guys? I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Yeah. So to recap, if you missed the beginning, fix my soundproofing. Let me get some music kind of going a little bit in the background. That way we can. I'll shoot the shit with y'all for just a minute. And then let me turn. No, that's fine. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I have no clue what could possibly be going on. Like, I don't know what... You kind of get the feeling like Kyoko has been pressing Monokuma throughout the game, trying to figure something out. Maybe it's something that happened early on, because Kyoko was like alluding to the fact that Monokuma did something at some point to her, right? Unsuffer, thank you, several larger raccoons. Thank you for saying that. Unsuffer, we have 3 to do. Okay, so some wholesomes. The only thing I like about working at the movie theater is seeing this dad bring his daughter to the Disney movies. Oh, that's adorable. I love that. That's the kind of dad I want to be one day. Be more like Labs. These are Labrador Retrievers. They come in a variety of colors. They are loved and treated equally no matter their color. You guys can't see this. This was the daughter of the Disney movies. Here we go. Oh, Brawly Popo X. Sorry I missed the stream, but I had to catch the end and say goodbye. Well, thank you so much for dropping by and saying hi, Brawly Popo. It was an interesting stream. Hope you can catch the VOD. It'll be up on the dear old TG Extra. So these Labrador, we're doing an unsuffer right now. These are Labrador retrievers. They come in a variety of colors. Anyways, when it comes down to it, they are all labs. They are all dogs. Dear humans, do better. Be like that. Be better. Be more like labs. Absolutely, totally agree. 24 hours. You are not trash. You are not worthless. You're giving your best effort, and that's all the world's gonna get. That's beautiful, man. That's poetry. I don't think there's any better way to summarize the right way to live your life. Just think positively, man. Just understand that the world does not rest on your shoulders. Realize that anything you want to happen in your life can potentially happen if you work hard enough at it. And even if you don't get the thing you're working really hard for, the person you become in the process of working towards that thing is worth the effort. So that's my little piece of advice today. No, don't want you to be wholesome. I'm being greedy with the wholesome. Yeah, guys, it was a really good stream. I don't know what the hell is going to happen next, but I hope that was a good piece of advice there at the end. I hope that you enjoyed Danganronpa. I hope that we get some more answers about what the hell is going on with Kyoko and Monokuma next time. We'll be back Wednesday, E3. We got lots of fun planned. We're going to be streaming a shit ton during E3, so make sure you're here during that. It's going to be like June. It's going to be June 12th through the 15th, I believe, the 14th, something like that. Nintendo Direct, Metroid Prime 4, not happening. Breath of the Wild 2, maybe. Splatoon 3, probably going to get more of that than we really want. But 40 minutes is a long time, so Nintendo's got to have something nice planned for us. I don't know, man. Give me Breath of the Wild 2. Let me check the chat real quick. Barley Popo X. Butaku, Don Dairy, Victor Sater. The world doesn't rest on your shoulders. Atlas would like to have a word. But you're not Atlas, though, Butaku. Freak with a Smile says, yee, once again for the stream. Oh, of course, Stick Man. Thank you for being here, Stick Man. Thank you for being in the stream. Frozen Peaches says, before I go, has anyone heard of the Hypnospace Outlaws, the 90s internet detective simulator? It's really good. I am certainly interested. Hypnospace Outlaw? I'll go check that just real quick. Hypnospace Outlaw. Hello? There we go. Interesting. What is this? Oh, this kind of looks... It's like an internet browser type thing where you... Oh, here we go. This is on Steam. All right, I'm interested. I am intrigued. I'm not going to watch the whole trailer right now, but I am definitely intrigued by that. I've heard, when is E3? Yeah, E3 is this month. It's going to be not this coming weekend, but the next. So, all right, guys, I am going to roll. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Hope you have a damn good one. All that good stuff. New Cycle of Play, not this weekend, but sometime next week. They're usually on Saturdays, but so that it doesn't go up the same time as E3 and I don't have to compete with all these other things popping up in your subscription feed, I might release it like on a Wednesday for a change. That way it shows up there. So be looking forward to a new Cycle of Play. It's on Personality. It's on Personality again. We're doing another Personality. Take care, guys. Bench Tower out. We're going to hop out of here. Be good. Have a damn good one. All that good stuff. And we will see you next Wednesday. More answers, more fun, more despair.